Larson definitely didn't have the pit stop that he was looking for. Lost lead. Oh, we got Kyle Busch at round. I'd say the totaling.
Oh,
no,
loose wheel.
Look.
Tires off of it here. Tires off of it. Back it down. Coming up top.
What an unbelievable start to this race with everything that has happened on pit road. Yeah, and that wheel will start sliding around on that hub, and then, like you say, Mike, it cuts it in half, and this wheel just comes off the right rear tire of Kyle Busch's car. And this is the thing that they have to clean up in order to get to pit lane. But they're not the only ones. I mean, this has been a day that has just had a multitude of errors.
NASCAR issued its weekly penalty report on Wednesday, March 19th, 2025, following the Las Vegas Motor Speedway race weekend. The report contained 6 suspensions, with 4 for safety violations and 2 for violations of the substance abuse policy. NASCAR also imposed multiple fines for loose lug nuts in both the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series and NASCAR Xfinity Series garages. The most significant penalties impacted Kyle Busch's number, 8 Richard Childress Racing Pit Crew and Chase Briscoe's number, 19 Joe Gibbs Racing Pit Crew. Both teams will be without 2 key crew members for the upcoming races at Homestead-Miami Speedway and Martinsville Speedway after experiencing detached wheels during the Pennzoil 400 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The Las Vegas tripleheader weekend culminated in the Pennzoil 400 Cup Series race on March 16, 2025. Josh Berry secured his maiden Cup Series victory, driving for Wood Brothers Racing in his second full-time season. The win propelled Berry up 8 positions in the standings to 13th place. In the other series, Justin Allgaier claimed his first win of the 2025 season in the Xfinity Series, while Corey Heim continued his successful campaign in the Truck Series. The Pennzoil 400 was marked by numerous penalties and cautions throughout the race. These incidents set the stage for NASCAR's subsequent disciplinary actions, particularly regarding wheel-related violations that posed significant safety concerns during the event. Kyle Busch experienced a particularly challenging race at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. His troubles began early when he received a penalty for speeding on pit road during Stage 1. This infraction forced officials to send him to the back of the field, a setback that visibly frustrated the driver. Busch voiced his displeasure over the team radio, calling the penalty decision insane. The situation deteriorated further during Stage 2 when, on lap 114, Busch's right rear wheel detached during a restart. The wheel detachment caused his car to wobble at speeds exceeding 180 miles per hour, leading to a spin and subsequent collision with the backstretch's outside wall. This incident necessitated extensive repairs to his Chevrolet, resulting in a 33rd place finish, 35 laps behind race winner Josh Berry. The wheel incident proved particularly damaging to Busch's position in the 25th driver standings. The poor finish caused him to drop 9 places, leaving him in 17th position. This setback comes at a difficult time for the veteran driver, who continues to endure a 62-race winless streak dating back to his last victory in Illinois in 2023. While less severe than Busch's problems, Chase Briscoe also encountered significant challenges during the Pennzoil 400. On lap 33 of the 267-lap race, Briscoe lost his left rear wheel during a green flag pit stop. The incident occurred as he was leaving his pit stall and re-entering the track.
And a tire on the track. The caution is out, Mike.
That will bring out the first yellow flag of the day. You picked a fine time.
I think it's Briscoe's tire, guys.
Well, we talk about it every week. So many things. There you see that left rear tire off of Chase Briscoe's car. So many things happen on pit road, and those are the dotting of the I's and the crossing of the T's that you have to do in order to win these races.
All right, now here is Chase Briscoe's stop.
As a result of the wheel detachment, Briscoe's team was held in their pit stall for 2 laps. Despite this substantial setback, the Joe Gibbs Racing driver managed to recover remarkably well. He piloted the number 19 Toyota to a 17th place finish on the lead lap, demonstrating impressive resilience and skill to overcome the early penalty. Unlike Busch, Briscoe's standing in the Cup Series driver rankings remained unchanged after the race. He currently occupies the 20th position in the 2025 driver's standings. NASCAR's enforcement of safety regulations was swift and decisive following the wheel detachment incidents. Both teams received penalties under sections 8.8.10.4a and c of the NASCAR rulebook, which specifically addresses separation of an improperly installed tire wheel from an entry during an event. For Kyle Busch's number 8 Richard Childress racing team, NASCAR suspended rear changer Shiloh Windsor and jackman Joseph Moser, also referred to as Dylan Moser in some reports, for 2 races. These suspensions will begin with the upcoming race at Homestead-Miami Speedway on March 23rd and continue through the March 30th event at Martinsville Speedway. Similarly, Chase Briscoe's number 19 Joe Gibbs racing team will lose rear changer Daniel Smith and jackman Caleb Dirks for the same 2-race period. The suspensions highlight NASCAR's commitment to maintaining strict safety standards, particularly regarding wheel installations during races. It's worth noting that neither team received any points penalties in the Cup Series standings, despite the severity of the safety violations. Both teams have already announced replacements for their suspended crew members, indicating their rapid adaptation to the penalties. For Kyle Busch's number 8 team, Chris Jackson will take over as rear changer for the next 2 races. Jackson has previously served as a pit crew member for the number 99 Viking Motorsports team in the NASCAR Xfinity Series this season. Joining him will be Garrett Krall as jackman, who has been part of the number 5 R Motorsports pit crew during the 2025 campaign. Chase Briscoe's number 19 team has enlisted Adam Riley as the replacement rear changer. Riley has experience with both the number 4 Front Row Motorsports pit crew and the number 54 Joe Gibbs Racing pit crew this season. Nate McBride will join him as jackman, also coming from the number 4 Front Row Motorsports team. The integration of these substitute crew members into established teams presents a significant challenge as they prepare for the Homestead-Miami race. The effectiveness of these temporary crew arrangements could have substantial implications for both drivers' performances in the upcoming events. Beyond the 4 suspensions for wheel-related safety violations, NASCAR's penalty report included 2 indefinite suspensions for substance abuse policy violations. Josiah Wright, who had been serving as the rear changer on Brad Keselowski's number 6 RFK Racing pit crew, and Corbin Sklenner, who had been the jackman on the number 74 Mike Harmon Racing team in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, both received indefinite suspensions. The report also detailed fines for loose lug nuts discovered during post-race inspections. In the NASCAR Xfinity Series, 4 teams received $5,000 fines for having unsecured lug nuts. The number 11 Cowlick Racing team of Josh Williams, the number 19 Joe Gibbs Racing team of Eric Almirola, the number 26 Sam Hunt Racing team of Dean Thompson, the number 88 JR Motorsports team of Connor Zeilish. In the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, the number 07 Spire Motorsports team, piloted by Justin Haley, received a $2,500 fine for the same infraction. While Busch and Briscoe's teams received penalties for their wheel-related infractions, another driver narrowly avoided similar consequences. Christopher Bell experienced wheel issues during the Las Vegas race, but managed to avoid team suspensions thanks to quick thinking by his crew chief, Adam Stevens. When Bell left his pit stall with a loose wheel, Stevens immediately instructed him to pull into a teammate's pit box before exiting pit road completely. This allowed the crew to tighten the unsecured wheel before it could detach on the track. While Bell still received a penalty for the incident, his team avoided the more severe 2-race suspensions that Busch and Briscoe's crews received. This incident highlights the importance of vigilance and swift action in preventing more serious safety violations during NASCAR races. Bell's crew chief's decisive response exemplifies the type of proactive safety management that NASCAR aims to encourage through its penalty system. The suspensions come at a critical time in the NASCAR Cup Series schedule, with the upcoming race at Homestead-Miami Speedway on March 23rd, followed by the Martinsville Speedway event on March 30th. Both races present unique challenges that will test the adaptability of Busch and Briscoe's teams with their substitute crew members. For Kyle Busch, the stakes are particularly high as he seeks to end his 62-race winless streak. Homestead-Miami has been a favorable track for Busch historically, with multiple successful outings at the venue. However, the disruption to his pit crew composition adds another obstacle to his quest to return to victory lane. The integration of substitute crew members into established pit teams introduces several challenges. Pit stops require precise coordination and timing, developed through consistent practice and familiarity among crew members. New personnel may struggle to achieve the same level of efficiency, potentially leading to slower pit stops and lost positions on the track. Kyle Busch expressed his frustration over the initial speeding penalty during the Las Vegas race, calling the decision insane over his team radio. His reaction to the subsequent wheel detachment and the resulting suspensions has not been directly reported, but the cumulative setbacks clearly impacted his race performance and championship standings. Fellow driver Denny Hamlin commented on Busch's activities during the Las Vegas weekend. Speaking on his Actions Detrimental podcast, Hamlin praised Busch's work as a commentator for the Xfinity race and the High Limit race. Hamlin said, "I want to give a shout out to Kyle Busch. What a great job. He should quit racing. He should quit racing. He called the Xfinity race, and then I heard him on Flow doing the High Limit race as well. I thought he was a good man. He did really well. Really, really well. I know we've been giving CW their flowers all year on their play-by-play and how they are meshing, but I thought Kyle blended in there really well, like he has been there for quite some time."
I want to give a shout out to Kyle Busch. What a great job. He should quit racing.
He did crush it.
He should quit racing.
Wait, what did Kyle Busch do?
He was calling.
He called the Xfinity race, and then I heard him on Flow doing the High Limit race as well. I thought he was good, man.
CW as a whole crushed on Saturday. They've been doing it all year, but
He did really well. Really, really well. I know we've been giving CW flowers all year on their play-by-play and how they're meshing, but I thought Kyle blended in there really well, like he has been there for quite some time.
While seemingly complimentary, Hamlin's suggestion that Busch should quit racing adds another dimension to the narrative surrounding Busch's challenging weekend and ongoing struggles in the Cup Series.